like a tsunami, a muscle. Like you imagine if I just slipped a few? You thought you was tough, right? You thought you was tough. I slipped a few of them, came up, bam, 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 real quick, just lay you out. What's up, people? That was lame as fuck. Alright, check this out. So we finna get into this not this bench press workout. I'm always bench pressing. Now this is a back workout. So, shit, how do I approach this? I advise you guys try this workout. Now the way I edited this thing up, it was like a montage. But let me give you the breakdown of the workout in the order I did it. So, beginning of the workout. Well, first off, let me say, the way I filmed this workout was pretty much, I go in, I had like a really light weight. Alright, first of all, let me just be 100% real with you. But after I filmed the sets I wanted, I went back in, I put in some heavier working sets. But I would go in, place the camera down, get some good working sets for the footage, then I'll move the camera really quick, and I'll just run and grab some more. Because there were a lot of people walking around, so I didn't have time to just do things normal way. So I would really go in with some lighter weights and, go through the repetitions with the camera in different places. Pretty much the first few camera movements was like the first one set really. But as I kept going, all of a sudden started to get a pump, which was crazy. Started to get a pretty sick pump. Alright, so at one point I said, alright, let me rest before I do the next set. And I just moved it around, so I started with the pull downs. And you saw the camera, that's my computer, downloading some stuff. So you saw the camera was in a bunch of different places. And as I'm moving it, I'm running and I'm doing a few more sets. Started to feel the fatigue coming a little bit. The next workout, I believe I went over to one of my favorites. The machine row. Pow, pull it back just like this. I did the same thing for that. I put the camera here, did a lighter weight. Boom, banged out some reps real quick, got up, moved the camera around. And then boom, went back in and hit a few more weights, and I can feel, from combining that with, with the other workout, you start to feel a pump. You got a crazy little pump going here. It wasn't some lackluster thing where you're going there, you're not feeling it. I felt it that night. I went in, I was, heavily carbed up, minimal fat going into this workout, because I am trying to dial it back just a tad bit while holding on to my strength. You know what I'm saying? I want to, tighten it up. I am a trainer. I know I let the stomach area get a little sloppy, but I want to maintain my strength. I don't want to just go into a full-ass cut in the middle of my lean bulk. This is just a way to taper it back. You taper back about 400 calories here, 500 calories there, and it doesn't even feel like you're in a cut. You're just eating better, right? So let me get back to the workout. Those two workouts combined, I was getting a pretty sick little pump. And then I went over and did the pull-ups. You know what I'm saying? Put the camera here first, did the pull-ups. Now I'll say for the first set, I did them, got a little rest, moved the camera, did another set, got a view from the front, got a cool little rest. And then after I finished I think I did another 2 sets of that off camera. Let's let this ambulance go by real fast. It's kind of sad in a way, somebody's out there like they're fucked up in the game right now when you hear that shit. That's never a good sign. Alright, so now I did the first 2 sets of pull-ups. After that, I did a few sets off camera because there was a lot of people walking around the gym that night, like I said, so I didn't want to just have my camera out there, man. People, they come this close. They come this close to knocking your shit over. So what I ended up doing was, the next thing I did was the pulley rows, what I like to call them. I don't know pulley rows. No matter what you call it, it just matters that you do it. So I like to put the weight, not the weight, but the pin and the little pull apparatus somewhere around like chest level, because I like to pull. It's just like doing a bent over row, but you're not bent over. And you get more control from this position because you're standing up using your feet as leverage. And I put one hand here and I just pull that thing back. Now the first few sets, it was pretty much a lighter weight because I was doing the same thing, get a few right here, and I'll come change the camera angle and I'll get a few more, and I do the other arm. But despite the fact that I do combine that with the other workouts and the high, it's kind of high intensity because I'm going pretty fast with this thing just to get the footage. I'm getting a solid pump. Then I decided, in a few sets, you didn't see the weight after this, but I put the pin down a little more, put a little, some hefty weight on that thing. I started pulling. You can probably see in the strain in my face. putting some real work in now. I'm getting those reps in. So that's a solid back workout. I mean, that right there, I felt that a lot. If I were to recommend that, what genre of fitness I would put that in, I would have to say you can. I would say you can use it for a bulking phase. That's like, say, if you want to get in and out real quick. But that's more or less something you're doing when you're cutting. But it was really high intensity. The heart rate was up. I was speeding through the movements. It was fast. It wasn't too heavy, but I got a solid pump. So I would recommend you do that. If you're more for in a cut, you're kind of cut down. That's what that workout was. It wasn't intended for that. It was just, I needed to get some footage and I needed to get a workout. So I combine the two. Normally when I'm filming those, I have a heavier weight on and I'm doing those same movements. The only thing I could say that was actually true to weight was the pull-ups. I couldn't make myself lighter to get those pull-ups out, you know what I mean? But it was an overall solid workout. I felt it in the biceps, felt it in the back, upper and lower back, just overall beast-ass workout. So I recommend you guys, if you didn't write that down, go back and watch the order I did that in. Try to do the workout in that order because there is a specific order I want to do these things in. Now, normally, I would do the pulley machines first because you're working one side. Each side has its own independent weight. Not the pulley machines, but the pull machine. I guess it's called hammer press, hammer strength, whatever. Because each side has its own individual weight, so you're not going to worry about one side taking more of the load. With those pull-ups, everything is kind of connected to that one bar. So if your hand is kind of slided to the left or to the right, you're going to put more work on that side, which means you're going to feel fatigued more on one side on the other back workouts. So usually I'll go in and do those back rolls first. Then I'll go and I'll do the pull-ups or the one-arm, whatchamacallits. One workout I didn't do for the back is the meat and potatoes. It's just because, like I said, the piece that I used was taken. It's the little rounded thing. It's about, yay wide. And I get those things, I call this the wolf pulls. And I'll put that bad boy right up at the top, one pin shy of the top pin, depending on your height. And you get a good step back. Now you see most people do this, they bend over at the waist, they bend it over all the way like this, and they do it. I tried those, it does not work the muscles the same way it does when I do it. I like to stand up more, retract the scapula. Retracting the scapula works in a lot of exercises, not just the bench press. I get that thing, and I pull it in. And as I pull it in, I'm focusing on tightening that back. It's like I'm mind muscle connection. I'm using my back muscles as much as I can. I'm focusing on using that back, and I'm squeezing it in, making sure the back is getting the brunt of that work. And that's gonna work right down the center of your back. Your spinal cord's right here. Right, that meaty part right down the center of your back. The next day you're gonna feel it's gonna also hit your wings underneath. But it really puts emphasis on your upper back. Like I can already see some results coming in during this lean bulk. I'm just kind of filling out more, putting on a little bit of micro muscle here and there. Not no 8 pounds in 2 fucking weeks type of shit. It's just you can see the difference. You can feel the difference. By me shedding a little bit of this fat down, you're really going to be, when you have at a lower body fat percentage, you're going to see the muscles a lot more defined. You're going to look a lot bigger because you don't have all that visceral, all that body fat covering up your muscles. So, yeah, that's pretty much the workout, guys. It was solid, very solid workout. I advise you try that. If you want to switch up the order of the movements, by all means, it's your workout, go for it. Sometimes, if the gym is crowded, it might not allow you to do the things you want to do when you want to do it. So, just go in, give it a try. Even if you manage to just get out one exercise, maybe just the pull downs, which they do a ton of pull downs. Go for I would recommend, say you went to the gym, right, and it was mad crowded, but the only thing was available was that damn pull down with the pins. You can do pull downs. I would say you go for 8 sets minimum. Try to push for 10. You know what I'm saying? Because since you can't get anything else in, work the hell out of the muscles that you can. That's how you put on the sides. That's how I'm rocking these arms like this. Pow, pow. You know what I'm saying? Because I'll put in a lot of emphasis. Sometimes I go in, I'll just sit there for like an hour, and I'll do a shit ton of tricep press downs. That's why my bench is skyrocketing. I'll go in, I'll do a bunch of chest flexes. bunch of these right here. Boom. Bunch of shoulder rate. That's why I'm getting the caps. That's why I want to lower the body fade. You see the shoulder caps. You see that there. That's why I have that. Because I'll go in, I'll spend, 30 minutes, 45 minutes just banging these bad boys out. Get your music on, cranking your music out. You're in your zone, you're doing your thing. Before you know it, you're keeping track, you got your 8 sets done. 8 sets to 12, 8 sets to 14, 8 sets to 10, depending on how heavy the weight is. So yeah, that's the workout, guys. I advise you guys give it a try. That's pretty much all I have to say. So let me end this by saying, get to the gym. Right. Now when you get to the gym, you do the work. Shit, motherfucker. Muscle up.
Signed Gerald, I'm sincere. This year I'm in here, I'll spell it out to make things clear. And meanwhile your end's near, I've got a lane and I'm in gear. You people wonder who's next up, that conversation really ends here.